Hello Algebra 1 students, this is lesson 54. Our objective is how do you display data in a box and whisker plot. So first of all, let's talk about what a box and whisker plot is. This orange thing right here is an example of a box and whisker plot. Notice there's a box and two whiskers, thus a box and whisker plot. Now this one down here at the bottom, this is the lowest value in the data set. And likewise up here, this shows the highest value in a data set. This line here in the middle is the median. Which remember, that means half the data is down here and half the data is up here. And then these are what we call the lower quartile and the upper quartile. Now if you kind of look at the word quartile, has that prefix like a quarter does, like 1/4. So this is kind of like the median of the bottom half, and this is like the median of the upper half. We call it the upper quartile. So between this line and this line is 25% of the data. Between here and here is 25% of the data. Between here and here is 25% of the data. And between here and here is 25% of the data. So over here, this is a quick example. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 data points. So, and these are already arranged in order. So if we just look at the middle one, that would give us the median, 75. So we'd put a line here at 75, which is noticed between the 70 and the 80. So put a little line here. And so then this, think about this is the middle, and then this is the top, 96, and this is the bottom. So then we'd put a dot here at 50, or if you want to put a little line there is fine. And one up here at 96. So now here's 50% of the data, and what's halfway in the middle of that is 85. So that's why we put a line right here at 85. Halfway in the middle of this one is the 66. So we put a line right there, which is a little bit past 65, right? You make a little box out of the center part and draw whiskers out there, and voila, you're done. So this is the minimum, lower quartile, median, upper quartile, maximum. And those are where those data points fall. Alright, so this is off your worksheet number 5. It says single family home prices, so the price of a home. And it just listed, let's see here, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 of them. I went ahead and put them in order because the order is very important when we're trying to make a box and whisker plot. So since there's 11 of them, that means there's an odd number, so we need to look at the middle one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 5 on that side. So the median is here. This is the median. This is going to be the upper end and the lower end. And so then in this part, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you look at the middle right here, so the middle is actually going to fall between these two. So I need to add those two and divide, right? The median of those 6. So then, we're just going to say 395 plus 398. And then divide that number by 2. You get 397050. So this is our first quartile. It goes there. We do something similar here between those two. That's our upper quartile. So we're going to say 413800 plus 416900. And take that number and divide by 2. That would be 415350. So this is that upper quartile there. So now all I have to do now is make a box and whisker plot from this data. So let's see, my lowest one there. So I just picked a scale there of going by 10,000s, and that should get all these numbers on here. So making a box and whisker plot. Bottom one's at 386. It's going to be about here. You can even add that number 386. My upper number is almost there at the 42. My median is 40. Here, 403. That one's 415, so it's going to be halfway between here. This one is almost at 400. So it's right here. Then we make a box out of these. And add whiskers out to those ones. And there we've just created a box and whisker plot for this data set. Alright, here's another one. This is the boiling point for different substances. And they're measured to degrees Celsius. So notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different numbers. So let's look at the middle one. That means it'd be 4 on either side. So here's the middle one. This is my median. This is going to be my upper end and my lower end. And then this would be my first quartile. This is my second quartile, or my median here. And this is my third quartile, or the upper quartile there. So now what I have to do is graph it. This one was actually fairly easy to do. So let's see here. So there I've just picked a scale of going by 500s. I picked a pretty large scale because it goes all the way from 80 all the way up there to like 5,000. So I have to put a pretty big scale in order to get all those numbers on there. So now we just have to put these 5 lines on there and create the box and whisker plot. So this first one is going to be down here. I'll write in that 78.4. The next one's at 300, almost, so it's going to be here. Next one's going to just over 2,000. Next one's almost at 3,000. Next one's almost at 5,000 up here. So draw a box around these. Whisker out to there. And a whisker out to there. Alright, and so I have done 2 of your homework problems with you. If you haven't already picked up the worksheet at the back of the room, pick them up. Good luck.